Okay, this is a video for to describe the purge valve location and the indication I was getting on the check engine light. I was getting a P0444 purge valve open circuit, and I didn't exactly know what it was, so I went and got this new purge valve. This is the old one, I've already replaced it. And just to let you know, that was the problem. So I was getting a check engine light for a purge valve open circuit. P0444 was the indicator. And I had a hard time locating it on this X3. This is an X3 2008 BMW. It's got about 111,000 miles on it. I got this check engine light a couple of months ago. I tried the gas cap, that didn't work. And I even, after I located this, I checked the continuity, it was good. I don't know what the resistance was designed for this, but it had, it wasn't an open circuit. It wasn't, you can put power on it, and it would click. You can hear it clicking and everything. So in all general appearances, if I felt that it was working, but I had no other choice but to replace that because there was nothing else left to do. So like I said, I've already replaced it, so I'm not going to go through a whole tear down and show you where I found it, and show you how to replace it, so to speak. But I'll take some things off and show you where it's located and show you some of the things that I learned when I replaced it. I also noticed a strange thing was the check engine light would go out when the gas level got down low. So I was like, what the heck is going on? So every time the gas level went down to like a quarter tank, the check engine light would go out and stay out till it filled back up with gas, and then it would just repeat this whole cycle again. All right, so real quickly, I'm just going to take some of the stuff off, kind of show you where it's located, show you some of the little tips I learned on removing this and changing it out, and that's going to be pretty much it. So on the X3, you just simply take this little joint, so to speak, off, this little duct off here. Oh, it's a little close there. Take that off. Then you got this air box comes out of there. That just lifts right out of there. It's on with these two little holes here, and it's just got a rubber, the little rubber things down there. It just pulls right off, no tools needed. Whole thing comes off after you obviously unplug that. I've already done that. You unplug the mass airflow sensor. Then you have this little duct. I've already kind of loosened that up. You can see on the one end was the clamp, and then there's another end, there's a clamp on this end. Just loosen them both up and this pops right off. So now you're down to the, get some light on it, down to the throttle body, and that's where this thing is located. It's located hidden behind this throttle body. The top end of this joint here is located like that down in there behind there. So you got to take the throttle body out to get to it. You only have 4 bolts to get to it. It's very, very easy. Took me less than a couple of minutes to loosen those bolts off. Then there's a plug right there. A plug right there. You unplug that plug. Those 4 bolts, there's one there, one here, one there. This one's a little tough to get to, but a deep well number 10 socket gets to it pretty easily. Once you take that off, it pops right off. You take that off, and it was kind of okay. You know, I didn't feel so bad having to do it after I saw how dirty it was in there. And I used this throttle body intake cleaner and cleaned that out there. And it did actually smooth out the idle a little bit. So that was a little bit of a plus. So again, this thing is located in there, behind there like that. You can see the top of it. If this is your car and you go look, you can see the top, but you can't get your fingers in there well. And you couldn't really squeeze your fingers here and down in there and get it. unless you had like kid-sized hands and a grip of Arnold Schwarzenegger, you could probably maneuver in there and squeeze that and pinch this this area right here to get that to pop off there, because the rest of it you can get from the bottom. I also found that it's easier. It was very difficult to remove this top even without the throttle body off. It's a plastic nipple. I felt it better to just snip that off right there, and it slid right out. You're gonna replace it anyway. No use in trying to break that plastic, trying to get this and save this. Just snip that off, and that releases this plastic clamp, and makes it a little easier to pull off. The bottom half of this is connected to this in here. It swings down, comes on down there on the bottom. So I found it easier to just unhook it there, and then you got that whole piping symbol that comes off, and you have a plug in there, and that just unplugs out of there. And this just simply sits on a little bracket, just slides right in like that. This also rotates right here, so make sure when you put that back in, you rotate that so that this is out of the way from the steering knuckle right down in there. So make sure this thing rotates on there, so you make sure you rotate that and it's tucked in out of the way once you put all that assembly back in there. I also noticed now when I took the throttle body off, I did buy a new gasket and put it in there. If you didn't have time, it was only $12, but if you didn't have time to get it, I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't have felt bad about reusing this if necessary. It looked like new in there. It was very pliable. You could probably really save a little money there. You could have reused that. So after I took all that off, cleaned the throttle body off, re-put that back in there, and hooked up everything, and that was it. One other little thing I want to let you know, if you got an X3 BMW, is this tube, once you put that on there, it gives the appearance that it's kind of on there when you do it, but it really snaps down on there. And it's got like a little notch you can see right here, and there's a notch right there. So make sure that's lined up right there, and you can hear it snap down in there. So that's one of the little tricky things. Make sure you hear that snap down in there, or make sure you know that's seated down there all the way. And then you can tighten up the clamp, and then the rest is just a matter of putting it all back together. So that's pretty much it. So again, that was the fix for me. And this check engine light for the P0444 purge valve open circuit, again on a BMW, is hidden on this X3, is hidden behind this throttle body. You can feel it at the top here. If you think you want to attempt to try to get there, I tried it, I couldn't do it. And you can barely reach it when you between the alternator and this intake, you can barely reach it when you push it down there, but you just can't get enough of a fingertip and pressure in there. And again, I just thought it was easier to take the throttle body off, and plus the throttle body was dirty anyway. So that was the fix for me. I hope this video this video helps someone other as well. Thank you.